Okay, hi. So, this practice today will start in a seated position if that's okay for you. Feel free, if that's not how you want to start this evening, feel free to find where you want to be. Yoga should be about finding what works for you. So, although I'm here as your guide, take what I say as simply that, a guide. If you are joining me seated, then I suggest taking a cushion underneath your seat. Perhaps resting the hands gently on the knees or the thighs. Taking Jhana Mudra or Chin Mudra, whichever works for you, or simply resting. Close down the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and sigh out of the mouth. Take two more exactly like that. Deep sigh, let go. Feel as though those sighs have almost lifted any weight off the shoulders, any heaviness from within the mind. Knowing that you're exactly where you need to be for the next hour. During this time, there's nothing that you need to do. There's nothing that you have to do. Simply breathe, move, be in the moment. Find your presence. So let's start by checking in with how the body feels. Bringing softness throughout the body. Noticing the forehead, the eyes, jaw, the back of the neck, shoulders, the chest, belly, the length of the spine, fronts of the hips, the seat, thighs, knees, lower legs, ankles, tops of the feet, toes, soles of the feet. Body completely soft, at ease. The mind just tune in to whatever it is that's happening internally. Acknowledging any thoughts. And rather than getting caught up, just simply acknowledge as though they're simply passing by like clouds in the sky. not attaching. The mind is constantly thinking, and there's nothing we can do about that. It's the nature of the mind. But when we get stuck there with one particular thought, that's when we want to become a little more aware. The mind is so busy. We're so busy. Our modern lives constantly demanding more of us. And as a result, our bodies are quite often in the sympathetic nervous system, that fight, flight, or freeze response to stress. And our yoga practice works to bring us towards the parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest state. And that's what we're working to cultivate, to focus on throughout this month as we continue with our theme, Tortoise and the hare. As we reflect on slowing down versus being busy, being fast, being go, go, go. We want to cultivate that sense of flow where we lose ourselves in the moment. A slower practice is often much more challenging, and that's okay. Acknowledge that and accept it. Be okay with that. Being busy is much more familiar to us. So if you find, as we move through the slower parts of the sequence this evening, if you find that the mind's wandering, the body's itching to move deeper, faster, then just recognize that and redirect the mind elsewhere, to the breath. The breath is one of the ways that we can keep our mind steady, just observing the ebb and flow of the breath. So start to tune in now. Where are you feeling the inhale? Where are you feeling the exhale? Which parts of your body move as you inhale deeply? Which parts of your body move as you completely let go of each exhale? How far down into the body does the breath go? How long does each breath last? Feel free to keep the eyes open as we start to bring some movement towards these breaths now. You can stay on your cushion or gently slide it away from you. Keeping the arms, the legs crossed, or take them out loud, can't get my words out long. Find that comfortable seat for you. And just start to bring any movement to the arms, the shoulders, just feeling as though you're waking up, and maybe bringing the gaze towards the fingertips, feeling that as though you open and expand, you breathe in, and as the arms come towards the body, you breathe out. Anyway, rotating at the wrists, spreading the fingers. Big circles. Maybe even hugging yourself. Just try to coordinate these movements with the breath. There's no right and wrong way here. Simply moving. Gradually begin to reduce those movements now. Taking the left hand down by the side body and reach the right arm up. Take your gaze, your drishti with you. As you inhale. Exhale to center. Inhale over to the right. Exhale. 2 more each side, but try to extend the breath and the movement as long as your body and breath allows. Taking a twist, reach up on an inhale. Exhale, twist towards your left. No need to go too far. Drishti over your left shoulder. Spine, nice and long, reaching the crown to the sky. And an exhale, release. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale to the right. Just continuing to notice the breath, the movements of the body. Exhale, release to center. Take the legs out long in front of you. And begin to dorsiflex and plantarflex the feet, pointing and flexing the toes towards the face and away. Again, moving as slow as you can with the breath. Inhale, reach it away, and exhale, bring the feet in. As you bring the toes in, feel as though you're pushing the heels away and feel that stretch down the backs of the legs. Try to keep the core engaged and the spine long. Maybe start to spread the toes if I face you a little with my feet so maybe you can see. Really spread the toes, maybe start to circle again. There's no particular direction here. Just working through all available movements within that ankle joint. I show you with my wrists. Really feel rippling through the toes. Every single bit of the foot becoming involved. And release those movements now. Start to rock back into an Avasana pose, boat pose. So you can keep the feet and the hands down if you need to, or one or the other. Okay. Length through the spine. Reach the collarbones up and forward. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly twist towards the left. Inhale to center. Exhale towards the right. 2 more each side. And again, going as slowly as your breath allows. And release from center, cross the ankles over and roll over onto all fours. I've got a little spider joining me there. From your tabletop position, brace the core, the low belly, and start to move through any variation of your cat-cow. Again, these movements don't have to be linear. There's no particular right or wrong way here. Just move however feels good for your body. All I ask is that you allow the body to move as slowly as each inhale allows and as slowly as each exhale allows. And feel free to pause in any particular position here that feels right. It can be really nice to close down the eyes at any point in your practice to draw your internal awareness. Switch it on almost. Release your cat-cow and come to stillness. Again, brace the belly. We'll come to that bird dog movement. Take the right leg out. I'll try and get my right and left right today, unlike last week. Left arm reaching forward, right foot back. Feel as though you're pointing the back toes to the floor so that you could step on the back wall. Inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Again, as slow as the breath allows you to move. You might notice we're doing things in threes today. No particular reason. Not exactly even the biggest fan of three, I don't know why. Take the left hand out towards the left in line with the shoulder and the right foot out in line with the heel or thereabouts. Lower the foot and come up and over Parigasana gate pose. Taking your drishti underneath the left shoulder. Push the little toe side and the big toe side of the foot into the floor. Inhale up to center and return to that tabletop pose. Switching sides, you've got the left leg this time and the right arm. Brace the core. Exhale, elbow and knee towards one another. 2 more at your own pace of breath. Extending as you inhale, contracting as you exhale. Once you've done your final round, right arm comes round to the right in line with the shoulder, left leg round to the left, more or less in line with the hip, and come up, Parigasana gate pose. Keeping that left foot firmly planted into the ground if you can. Inhaling up through centre. Exhale, plant the hands to the mat. Return to your tabletop. Curl the toes under and slowly lift the knees and push back for the length of your exhale to down dog. And just begin to move in any way you need to in your down dog, however feels right for you. And try to coordinate the breath, the movements. Scanning the body. How is this posture for me today? When you're ready, slow those movements down. Come into stillness in your down dog. Feel as though you're screwing the hands into the floor. Spread the fingers. Neck is long and gazing towards the belly button. Slight bend in the knees to lift the tailbone. And heels drawing towards the ground. Inhale to look forwards. And exhale, walk the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bring the belly to the thighs. Bend the knees as much as you need to find that belly-thigh connection. Holding on to opposite elbows. Coming to your ragdoll position. And just begin to sway or rock forwards and backwards. Checking in with how this feels along the back body, the entire back line, down from the heels all the way right up the spine, the crown of the head. In last week's flow class, we did 3 sun salutations. And I invited you through the first one to roll up through the spine, finding that rippling motion through the spine. In the second one, I asked you to bring your hands to your hips, like bending the knees and come up with a straight back. Okay. This week, we're going to do 2 rather than 3. So I want you to do whichever variation you prefer as you come up, okay? Have a go at both, stick to one or the other, whatever you're most comfortable with, your practice. So from your ragdoll, release the hands, sweep the arms up or find your way to stand in your variation. Exhale, hands to heart center. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale. Fold, exhale, belly to thighs. Halfway lift. Plant the hands. Inhale into plank. Tip slightly forward, lower the knees. Lower the chest, the belly down to the ground as the elbows slide past the ribs. Inhale, half lift. Not half lift, lift the chest even. And exhale, push back through your child's pose and straighten through the legs. 5 breaths here. And try to acknowledge what goes on during these pauses. Whether any opinions that creep in, any fears, any judgments. of how it feels to be in stillness. And try to just sit with that, metaphorically, of course. Inhale to look forwards and exhale, step to the top. Halfway lift through straight spine. Exhale, fold belly to thighs. Your way of coming up, are you rolling or are you coming up with straight back? Inhaling. Exhale, heart center. Surya Namaskar A, second round. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold and plant the hands. Inhale to plank. Exhale, your choice here. Are you lowering the knees or are you coming through full chaturanga? Tip slightly forward, elbows bending. Reach the collarbones up and forward for your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Finding that pause, that break in the movement. We don't always need to be getting stuff done, going somewhere, ticking something off. We can just breathe and be. And if during these pauses you need to come down to child's pose or lying on the back, then do so. You don't need my permission to rest. On an inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Push into the feet as you rise up, slight bend in the knees. Exhale, heart center. Take the feet about hip distance. I'm just going to come, I've got, I don't know if you can tell from the video, but my floor there is a bit uneven, so I'm just sort of adjusting. But you can stay at the top of your mat. Feet about hip distance, if that's okay for you. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Clasp the right hand with the, clasp the right wrist with the left hand and start to lean towards the left. Keep pushing the right heel down to the ground. Feel as though you're lifting the kneecaps up towards the torso. Notice how the quads engage. Maybe take your breath, can't speak today. Your drishti onto your right shoulder. Send the breath into those right side ribs, front and back. Fully expanding, fully inhaling, fully exhaling. On an inhale, come to center and switch sides as you exhale over towards the right. Left heel grounding down. Full breath in and completely empty out. Inhale to center, exhale hands to chest. Spread the toes on the left foot. Think about what we were doing when we were in Dandasana with the legs out. Lift the toes, spread and lower. Embrace the core. Lift the right knee. Take the right leg out long. Point the toes to the sky. Try to keep the back upright rather than leaning back. If you notice you're leaning back, take the hands to the hips and draw the elbows in a little. Keep breathing. Noticing, where am I feeling this posture? What's going on in the legs, in the mind? On an exhale, release. Step that right foot right behind you as slowly as you can, coming into your crescent lunge. Wiggle that back foot away from you. Coming onto the ball of the foot, so you've got a deep stretch down the sole of the foot and across the right psoas. Soften at the shoulders, at the jaw. As you exhale, open the chest towards the left and reach the fingers away from you. Again, soft shoulders, soft jaw. As you exhale, take the right hand to the floor inside the left foot and pull up and out of that right shoulder, so you're drawing the shoulder blades away from one another. Reach the left fingertips as high up to the sky as you can. Option, of course, is to lower that back knee if you wish. If you haven't already done so, lower the back knee, kick the right foot out like a bike stand and step the left leg back to your supported side plank. Option, of course, is to take the full variation if that's where you want to be. Think about pushing the back foot into the mat, lifting the left hip up and away from the ground, and drawing up and out of the right shoulder. On an inhale, lift up through center and all the way over Parigasana gate pose. Again, the left foot is grounded. Sending the breath down the right side body. Inhale to lift up and exhale, come into a full plank. If you need the knees down, then be my guest. Spread the fingers and push into that space between the shoulder blades as though you're trying to arch the back, but keeping the butt low. Again, think about trying to screw the hands into the floor. On an exhale, push back, down dog. Weight into the left foot, right foot reaches up to the sky on an inhale. And as you exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, knee to left elbow and keep it going, coming into your fallen triangle. Peel the left fingertips up to the sky. Pull the hips up and away from the ground. You're trying to draw your body away from the earth. And as you exhale, slowly lower your seat to the ground. Nice. Take an inhale, reach the hands up, spin towards your right, so you're trying to bring the ribs towards that right leg. And as you exhale, fold forward. Toes are pointed to the sky. And there's no need, sorry, I've got hiccups. There's no need to come really far down the expanse of the back. Just think about, what is the purpose of this pose for me? Where am I feeling it? What do I want from it? Grabbing the foot doesn't make any difference. Instead, think about length in the spine and bringing that bottom rib to the thigh. Keep the legs active by pointing the toes to the sky. And inhale, slowly lift up to release. Switching sides. On an inhale, arms up. Twist over that left leg. And as you exhale, fold. If you notice that the opposite butt cheek is coming off the floor, try to ease back instead. So if you've got this happening, then you need to be here, and that's okay. And inhale, slowly peel up and spin towards the top of your mat once more and return to your downwards facing dog. Inhale to look to the top. Exhale, step, walk, jump to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold belly to thighs. Inhale to stand, push into the floor with the feet, reach down. Exhale, heart center. Nice. Opposite side. Inhale, reach the hands up. Right hand to left wrist, leaning down over to the right. Plugging down into that left foot. Kneecaps lifting. Inhale to lift, switch sides, and exhale over to the left. Root down through the right heel. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Hands to heart center or hips if you know that's going to support you. Lift and spread the toes on the right foot, giving you that wider surface area for your foundations. Brace the core, lift the left knee and take the left leg out, toes to sky. On an exhale, slowly release, stepping that left foot back behind you into your crescent lunge. Arms are up, soften at the shoulders. Wiggle that foot back if you need to give you that stretch down the sole of the foot. As you exhale, open the chest and the arms towards your right, drawing the fingertips away. Again, shoulders are soft, jaw is unclenched. Sometimes we don't realise how much we're holding on to in the shoulders and the jaw. Let it go. On an exhale, plant the left hand inside the right foot and pull up and out to the sky. Option to lower the back knee. If you haven't already, lower the back knee, kick it out like a bike stand and come in to your supported side plank. Grounding down through the back foot, through all four corners. Hips up to the sky. Inhale to lift up and over Parigasana. Where are you feeling the breath in this posture? Inhale to lift up, plant the hands and coming in to Vashisthasana, your full plank. Think about those cues that I gave you before. Screwing the hands, pushing in between the shoulder blades. Core is braced. And as you exhale, down dog. Weight into right foot, left leg rises. As you exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sky. Exhale, right elbow. And continue to take it through for fallen triangle. So here you're coming onto the inside edge of the right foot and the outside edge of the left foot. So left foot, little toe, right foot, big toe. Hips pushing up. And as you exhale, lower down. Coming to center. We're going to fall directly forward. Pavishta Konasana. Inhale, length through the spine. And as you exhale, think about aiming to bring the ribs towards the ground. It doesn't matter where they end up, where the hands end up, where the forehead ends up. Instead, think about that intention. Legs are active. Toes to the sky. Feel the expansion of the back ribs as you take full, deep breaths. On an inhale, slowly release. Twist towards your left. An option to come to your child's pose or flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling to plank. Exhale your variation of chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, we're meeting child's pose, balasana. Let the forehead rest either on the ground, a cushion, or a block. And you've got length down the back of the neck. And we'll just take pause for a few moments here. Resting on the forehead like this is said to stimulate the vagus nerve, which is closely linked to the parasympathetic nervous system. So again, we're tapping into that rest and digest state of the nervous system. So we've done the tortoise part of our practice. We're going to speed it up a little now, becoming the hare. So more or less same sequence, but without the holds. Again, think about the breath and what's going on internally in the mind, the shoulders, the jaw. How are you holding yourself? How are you showing up for yourself in this practice? When you're ready, come to your down dog. Inhale, gaze to the top. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Take a bend in the knees, rest the belly to the thighs. Sink the seat lower and lift the chest up. Utkatasana chair pose. Spread the left toes as you start to rise, lift up, lift the right leg, inhale. Exhale, swing it back to crescent lunge. Exhale, soften into it. Inhale. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, side plank, your variation. We're going to skip gate pose. Inhale. Exhale, come to your plank, elbows to the ground. Taking 3 rounds, left hip to the earth. Center, right hip. Center, left. Center, right. Center, left. Center, not gonna lie, I've lost count, so we'll call it a day. Start to come up onto the hands and push back to down dog. Weight into the left foot, right leg rises. Inhale, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sky. Exhale, falling triangle. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Keep spinning round to the left, circling round, sweeping up. Lift the hips. Exhale, lower, over to the right. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Release, spin to the right, and come back to your down dog. Take a brief moment here to check in before we start on the opposite side. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, belly thigh connection. Sink the hips, lift the chest, sweep the arms up. Lift and spread the toes on the right foot. As you start to straighten through the right leg, lifting the left. Straighten through the left leg. Swing it back behind you. Stepping into your crescent lunge. Ball of the foot. Inhale. Exhale, soften and open towards the right. Inhale. Exhale, left hand to the mat, reach the hands up. Inhale. Exhale, side plank, Ardha Vajrasana. Inhale. Exhale. Plant the hands to the mat for your full plank. Inhale. Exhale, right knee behind right wrist. Release. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Exhale, release. Push back to your down dog. Weight into the right foot, left leg rises. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. I skipped the left, so we'll go left now. Inhaling. Exhaling over to the right for your fallen triangle. Exhale, lower the seat, coming round to your right. Circling, sweep the arms up. Exhale, lower. Inhale over to the left, lifting up. Exhale, lower. Release, spin round to your left. Come to your down dog and flow through your final vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down to the belly. Inhale, lift the collarbones. Exhale, Balasana. Breathe. Pause. Find softness. Find stillness. And just like to invite you to check in. How was that? No need to attach any feeling to it as such, but simply notice what happened mentally, physically, which was actually more demanding. In your own time, start to lift yourself up. And if you can, bring yourself to a wall. I'm going to come into the Karita Karani, or simply legs up the wall. It's one of my favourite postures. Not so elegant to get into and out of, but my goodness, does it feel good when you get there. So it does what it says on the tin, legs up the wall. Bring your booty as close to the wall as you can and lift the legs up. So this is an inversion. It supports the circulation. It's a really good posture for any lower back issues. It's really good for taking a time out. We often feel guilty if we take a break, we take a pause. But why? Why should we be made to feel guilty? Sometimes we're our own worst enemies. And research has actually shown that we're more productive, creative, better time management, better sleep when we do take regular breaks. We'll be here for about a minute. So if you know you struggle with the stillness and the silence, bring your hands to the chest or the belly and simply observe the breath. Feel free to stay here for the remainder of your practice. Take this as your Shavasana if you're happy here. Otherwise, bend the knees, hug them into the chest, rolling over onto the side, and slowly bring your way up and come back to your mat. Bring the hands to heart center. We'll return into that Navasana boat pose from the beginning, if you're with me. Lift the legs and hold in here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in and slowly as you can, she says, rolling onto the back. Find any final movements. Happy baby is what I need right now. But just ask yourself, what is it that I need before I close my practice? Before I find that final relaxation. Finding my stillness. And making your way to your Shavasana, however that looks. You want to take legs up the wall, constructive rest, side Shavasana, whatever you need. Wherever you're going, take a moment to find that place that you know you can hold stillness for a few minutes. Take a deep breath in. Deep sigh out. Releasing control of your practice. Releasing control of the breath. Allow the mind to drift and the body to be. I watch everyone move so fast towards each other, and I think how beautiful it is when it moves slowly and takes time, when it's curious, how it lingers, all those layers to uncover, how it feels to explore. To bring your awareness back to your surroundings, back to the body, to the breath, back to the sensations. Starting to introduce some gentle movements to the body. Taking a full body stretch, deep breath in, deep sigh out. Hug the knees into the chest, rolling onto your side. Taking a final moment of stillness. Reflecting on your practice, on those contrasting ideas of constantly being busy and the need to pause, to slow. In your own time, gently bring your weight up onto your seat, bringing the palms together at heart center. Deep breath in through the nose, sigh out. Breathing in to chant. Bowing the forehead towards the fingertips. Breathing in, send yourself love and gratitude. Breathing out, send love and gratitude to another being. Thank you for practicing with me. Thank you very much. I wish you all a lovely rest of the day or evening.